Imagine you are an American Marine suffocating in the dust of a desert ambush, watching the last of your magazines run dry while the shadows around you begin to move. You're alone, you are out of time, and the world is closing in. And then you hear it, a faint metallic hum, a low-pitched, persistent buzz vibrating through the air like a giant lawnmower at 15,000 feet. To a civilian, it's an annoyance, but to you, it is the most beautiful sound on planet Earth. That is the MQ-9 Reaper. For 2 decades, that hum was the signature of the Predator era, a promise that a guardian was watching from above. But in the high-stakes chess match of 21st century warfare, the Reaper had a dirty secret. It was a sitting duck. It was slow, unshielded, and completely defenseless against any actual fighter jet. If a Russian Su-35 or a Chinese J-20 ever showed up, the Reaper was effectively a $60 million target waiting to be deleted. But as we move through 2026, that secret is being buried forever. Look at the wings of the newest M2DO configuration. Study the jagged sensors and the black pods hanging near the wingtips. The Reaper has undergone a radical biological mutation. It has been transformed from a target spotter into an electronic assassin. It is no longer just watching the battlefield. It is now hunting the very fighter jets that used to hunt it. Welcome to Global Strike Matrix. Today, we are conducting a forensic deconstruction of the upgrade that turned a slow drone into a legitimate fighter killer. By the end of this deep dive, I am going to reveal a classified concept known as Agile Combat Employment, and how the addition of the AIM-9X Sidewinder has given this drone the ability to shoot backward with surgical precision. But before we look at the fangs, we have to look at the brain. Because to save the Reaper, the Air Force first had to turn it into a ghost. In the early 2020s, the Pentagon was ready to pull the plug on the MQ-9. General after general stood before Congress and argued that in a peer-to-peer conflict, a war against a nation with a real Air Force, the Reaper was useless. It was too visible on radar and too slow to escape a missile. But then, the engineers at General Atomics did something that changed the history of unmanned aviation. They realized that you don't need a stealthy shape if you can dominate the electromagnetic spectrum. Enter the M2DO Upgrade, multi-domain operations. Look at the fuselage of the upgraded Block 5. Underneath that gray composite skin, the entire electrical nervous system has been ripped out and replaced. The new Reaper has nearly triple the power generation capacity of the original model. Why does a drone need more electricity? It's not for the engine, it's for the high-powered jammers. In the modern sky, the most lethal weapon isn't a bomb, it's the ability to lie to enemy sensors. The M2DO Upgrade integrates the ANALQ-213 Electronic Warfare Management System. This is the same digital brain found in frontline fighters like the F-16. It allows the Reaper to sense, identify, and jam enemy radar signals in real time. For the first time, the Reaper doesn't have to hide from an S-400 surface-to-air missile battery. It can literally blind the battery's sensors, creating a digital blind spot in the enemy's defense that it can fly straight through undetected. Now look at the SPS, or Self-Protection Pod, hanging under the wing. Inside this pod lies the most guarded secret in the Reaper's inventory, the BriteCloud active decoy system. Imagine a hostile pilot locks onto the Reaper with a radar-guided missile. In the old days, that was a guaranteed kill. But today, the SPS pod detects the incoming missile and launches a tiny soda can-sized device. This is not a flare. It is a digital radio frequency memory, or DRFM jammer. It captures the enemy's radar pulse, manipulates the data, and fires it back at the missile. To the missile's computer, the tiny decoy suddenly looks like a massive, juicy Reaper drone, while the real aircraft simply disappears from the screen.
The missile hits the decoy, and the drone continues its mission. This level of active survival is what is closing the gap with fifth-generation fighter jets. An F-35 survives because of the physical angles of its wings. The Reaper pilot survives because they are hacking the enemy's reality. But hiding is only half the battle. To be a fighter killer, you need to be able to bite back. Study the outer hardpoints of the wings. You are no longer looking at just Hellfire missiles. You are looking at the AIM-9X Sidewinder. This is a heat-seeking air-to-air missile, the same weapon used by Raptor pilots to dominate the sky. By integrating the Block 2 Sidewinder, the Reaper has gained a terrifying new superpower: high off-bore sight targeting.
In a traditional dogfight, you have to be behind your enemy to shoot them. But the AIM-9X is sensor-fused with the Reaper's DAS-4 targeting ball. If an enemy jet approaches the Reaper from the side or even from behind, the Reaper's infrared sensors lock on to the heat of the enemy's engine. The missile launches, performs a violent high-G U-turn in midair, and hunts down the fighter jet. In recent testing at Creech Air Force Base, the Reaper successfully intercepted cruise missiles and aerial targets, proving it can now defend its own airspace. Think about the psychological impact on an enemy pilot. They used to see a Reaper as an easy kill. Now every Reaper in the sky is a potential trap. If you get too close, it will fire a missile that can literally turn around and kill you. As we close out Act 1, we must look at the Reaper's final and perhaps most ambitious transformation. Look at the large circular dome being tested on the Reaper's back. This is the integration of the Area radar system. This turns the Reaper into a Mini-AWACS, an airborne early warning and control platform. Traditional AWACS planes, like the E-3 Sentry, are massive converted airliners with 20 crew members. They are high-value assets that the enemy wants to destroy first. But a Reaper AWACS is unmanned, cheap, and can stay airborne for 30 hours straight. By spreading hundreds of these sensor drones across the Pacific Ocean, the U.S. is creating a digital net. No Chinese hypersonic missile or stealth jet can move through that net without being detected and shared across the entire fleet via Link 16 data. The Reaper isn't just closing the gap with fighter jets, it is becoming the general of the sky. It coordinates the fight, protects itself with electronic ghosts, and carries enough teeth to make even the most elite fighter pilot think twice. The sitting duck is dead. The electronic assassin has arrived. If you want us to do a deep dive into the MQ-25 Stingray, the Navy's drone that allows fighter jets to fly forever, let me know in the comments. You are watching Global Strike Matrix. Don't move an inch, because the physics of the next weapon we are deconstructing will completely shatter your understanding of modern warfare. Stay locked in.